Stanford's Christian McCaffrey not going to play in the Sun Bowl. Presumably, this is to prevent injury as he gets ready for his NFL career. Danny, what do you think this could potentially do for the college bowl games as maybe players start to do the same thing? And this isn't the first player that has done this, by the way.
I hate it, but I understand it. It's a selfish decision, but with the money that's at stake for all of these players now, I understand why they would do it. And I think it's a very serious issue that, you know, the bowl system, the NFL, college football as a whole is going to have to look at. But what are you going to do? You can't force guys to play. A lot of these guys are protected with insurance that will protect them not only for a career-ending injury, but an injury that would hurt their draft status, right? If they dropped in the draft and they cost them a couple $1 million, they have insurance policies for that, which I'm assuming Christian McCaffrey, a player of his stature, would have. Leonard Fournette has it. But I think this is something that it could be a problem, and I think it would diminish some of the games. But when you look at it and you're only playing for a bowl trophy and not the playoff, what is your incentive if you're Christian McCaffrey or Leonard Fournette?
I'm surprised it hasn't happened more often. I think with basketball, I'm surprised guys don't have 2 good months and they're like, peace, I'll see you in the lottery.
Yep.
You know, and just start working out in Arizona. So I think this is going to start happening a lot. And I understand the Fournette one a little bit more than the McCaffrey one because Fournette's had so many injuries. But I think this is going to be really applauded. When you look at the way college athletics have been talked about the last few years, there's almost outrage to how unfair this system is. And I don't have those solutions. Like, I don't know if it's an all pay everybody or if it's really not as bad as people make it out to be. Or I sit next to a guy like Danny all the time. It's like, you know what? Like, all these guys that played and had a great experience in college are like, it wasn't the worst time ever. Like, I had a really good time. But I think this is going to be applauded so much, you'll see more and more players do it, despite the fact that even with Jalen Smith last year in Notre Dame, the bowl games are not littered with players' careers ending left and right. So it's cautionary, but it's going to be applauded. More and more people are going to be doing it because I think so many of us in the media like this idea.